So I am deciding to do another video of me practicing this tarot cards on camera. Just to see what comes out. Let's see. I was trying to see. So I actually been wanting to do a reading on my mom that passed away, because I had an incident that happened back in 2016, and I got displaced from her ashes, because she did pass away in 91, and I had got displaced with her ashes in 2016, and it still affected me to this day. So but I know that she's already passed on. I know her. I know that. I just want to know, what's her energy today? Because I'm really still haven't came to grips with that happening, that specific situation happening. So I haven't come to grips with that yet. So I just want to try to see if I could pick up her energy and what cards come out. I kind of know a little bit about her because, even though she passed away in 91, I was not raised by my mom. So we didn't have the mother-daughter relationship that, when you growing up, or you think you would have with your parent, well, one of your parents. I never got to experience that. I don't even know what her voice sounded. I don't know what her voice sounded like, and if I did, I was around her. She used to come back and forth to visit me. I don't know how many times, because I don't remember that. But I know I do got a picture that her sister has of me, while she holding me, but I don't remember that, because I was so young, so I don't remember that. So I don't remember what her voice sounded like or anything. So I just want to see what I could pick up. So I'm going to just shuffle this again. That's the only experience that I have with her that I know of. But as far as when I got older, I didn't get that chance because, she was living in the Bronx, New York, and I was living back here, where I'm living at now, in a part of New York. So she wasn't actually raising me, and then she ended up passing away in 91, and I was 7 years old. So I'm still living here, being raised by her sister, and she was up there living, her life, in the Bronx, New York. So I didn't get to really be with her like it should have been, or I would have wanted to be. So that's unfortunate, but you know, I still loved her because I, like, when I had to go to the funeral, and I mean, well, she had like a wake type funeral because she, like I said, she was already passed on, and how her body was, she had to get cremated, so she didn't really have like a funeral, but she did. I mean, she did have a funeral. It was more, I would say it more, it was like a wake, and that was that, because, you know, my family members, and mom, her sister that raised me, that I call mom, they, you know, they decided not to put her in the ground. So, alright. So I'm gonna see what comes out. Oh, I'm not doing that yet. Okay. Try not to make this too long because I just want to see. Alright, Spirit of the highest white light, purest white light, I ask that you come in and guide me and protect me and show me what you want me to see as I channel and do this reading right now for myself in regards to my birth mother, Doris Francine Maddox. Angels, archangels, what do you want me to see or know about the energy of my birth mother right now? Doris Francine Maddox. What is the energy of my birth mother right now? Doris Francine Maddox. So the Ten of Cups just came out reverse. That's the first one. What else? Spirit of the highest white light, purest white light, angels, archangels. What else do you want me to see about the energy of my birth mother right now? So with that one, this one. What else, Spirit? What else do you want me to see about the energy of my birth mother, Doris Francine Maddox, right now? What is the energy of my birth mother, Doris Francine Maddox, 2021? Let's see my card. So now we got the Ten of Wands, the World card. Though both of those are upright. The Star in reverse. The Three of Pentacles upright. What else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit, you want me to see for the energy of my birth mother right now? What else do you want me to see for the energy of my birth mother right now? We got the Four of Wands that just came out in reverse. Anything else, Spirit of the highest white light, purest white light, angels, archangels, that you want me to see about the energy of my birth mother, Doris Francine Maddox, 2021. What else do you want me to see? Spirit of the highest light like this. So I'm gonna take that because it was sticking out. This is the Four of Wands. Anything else, Spirit of the highest light for the last time that you want me to see about the energy of my birth mother, Doris Francine Maddox, right now in 2021? I already had seen this card and it came back out. The heartbreak. I mean, well, the Three of Swords. Anything else? I'm going to go around one more time. Spirit of the highest light, first right light, angels, archangels. What do you want me to see for the energy of my birth mother right now in 2021? This one be. Alright, so we got the Ace of Wands in reverse, and then I got the Two of Cups upright. So I think that's all I'm gonna take. Like I said, I just want to see because I'm learning. I think like this would be the best way for me to learn is if I do it on people, subjects or something that I'm, more familiar with, or if it's like pertaining to me. Okay, so let's see. Put these three like that. These three. So I got the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Wands upright, the World card upright, the Star in reverse, the Three of Pentacles upright, the Four of Wands in reverse. Then I got the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Ace of... Oh, so the Four of Swords, Three of Swords are upright, and then the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups. But the Ace of Wands is in reverse, and then the Two of Cups upright. Ooh, and it just was a loud thunder, lightning right there. So wow, that was strong. Whew. So I'm learning these cards, so I'm gonna be reading from my little cheat sheet pictures that I got, so I can like interpret more of what I'm feeling like the cards are meaning. So I know like the swords mean is dealing with intellect and the thinking, like what she could be thinking or whatever like that. The Wands is dealing with action and ooh, there go another light, thundering, lightning, thundering. Could be dealing with, Wand is dealing with the energy, the passion, creativity, action. Cups is dealing with feelings, emotions, and relationships. Like I said, swords is dealing with mind, thoughts, and communication. And then pentacles is dealing with material world, and the money, and like the body, which is like, I think I'm gonna say like relationships or whatever. So first I got this Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords talks about anxiety, overstimulation, needing rejuvenation, chronic stress, and chaos. So I know that when my mom that raised me would talk about her, she would talk about you know, she was someone who dealt with depression and whatever. I don't know how serious it was, because like I said, I didn't get to grow up with her, so I don't really know the extent of that. I don't know if it was because of the situations of her living situation which might have caused that, or stuff that she was going through personally with experience, or dealing with her having a drug addiction. I'm not really sure. That's something that I wish that I was able to know. But I wasn't guaranteed that. So to be able to know that information, or to be able to be with her to know that. So now I got the Three of Swords, and that talks about heartbreak, loneliness, betrayal, sadness, and grief. I definitely can understand that, because I know she wasn't expecting to pass away in 91. I know that. I feel like that. And also because I feel like the ashes, her ashes was in the urn, so I feel like maybe she could be upset about that. And my thought, I always felt like I had even talked to my mom that raised me about her having her ashes put in the ground, because I felt like it would be more comfortable for me knowing where they were at. Like, you know, a headstone could have always been purchased later. Like, you know, I just felt like, or her whole urn could have been put in the ground. And as I just said that, it was more thunder or whatever I just heard. Yeah, I wanted that because I didn't want to have to, like, honestly be keeping up with her urn, because point and simple of what happened in 2016, you know, because currently I do not have them anymore. So like, that's an anxiety for me too, because I don't know where they're at. I don't know what happened to them, and that's gonna be with me forever. And it's like, and it's not a good feeling. So I'm actually getting upset as I'm talking about that right now. That was a horrible day for me. You know, my mom and one of my aunts or whatever, they tried to talk to me about, like, you know, it was, you know, like, it wasn't my fault. It was, you know, it's something that happened or whatever, this, that, and the third. But I'm like, I feel like if I didn't have to worry about them, and if they were like in the ground somewhere at a, you know, a cemetery, it would be like a lot of ease, and I would know where she's at, and I could go, you know, I could come there whenever I want. But I know when somebody dies, you have to buy that plot. See, I don't know how much that costs, but I definitely would have been willing to do it some way, somehow, because that way I could have been able to keep up with where she's at more easier. Alright, so let's go on. Now I got the Ten of Cups. It's in reverse. And That talks about despair, broken family, divorce, separation, conflict, and disharmony. Wow. And then we got the Ten of Wands. It's upright. And that talks about struggling, overextending, feeling burdened, hard work, and responsibility. So I think she might have been, this probably came out because I know, like, in her, when she was living in New York in 91, and, like, she was up there the whole time, because I was born in 84, so from 84 to 91, she was living there. And I know she wasn't struggling too, I know she was struggling too, because my mom said that raised me, she said she never had a job. So I'm like, you know, how would you, it's hard not having a job, like, today. Me being 37 and not having a job. I can't even get SSI or SSD because every time they deny me because I don't previously work. So they deny me all the time because of that. But even though I do have a clearly documented medical pre-existing condition, they deny me for my SSD or whatever, which I was dealing with and have been dealing with, because like I said, it's a pre-existing condition. So obviously I had it when I was born. I was born with it. So you know, I did want to, when I got to the point when I got to like to be 16, you know, I had got a work permit. I did want to work. I didn't want to feel like that I couldn't work. And I guess from then, once I had like my first job and I see my little paychecks and stuff, I just wanted to continue working. So, and I have experience being without a job, and that is not fun because you always need money to get something, whether you buying personal needs like tampons or something, deodorant, getting on a bus, food, because like if you're not getting public assistance from the state, city you're living in, you need money to buy food. So money is needed for everything. It's crazy, but it is. It's needed for everything to basically survive, even if it's just the basics. You need money. So I definitely can agree with her being up there and she was struggling, and maybe she was feeling burdened because she wasn't raising me and my sister, but my sister was older than me then. She told me, my older sister told me we 12 years apart, which is crazy. So, and we do have a baby sister, so I think she was born right before my mom passed away. This is what I was told. Because my mom passed away in 91, so she was born before that. So I was born in 84, so she probably was born like right after me, like maybe a year or something, I'm gonna say, or two after me. Because my mom only, from what I know, my mom only gave birth to three kids. Who knows how many, if she did have any abortions, I don't know. I don't have that information. Then I got the World card, and the World card mean fulfillment, harmony, integration, completion, and travel, unity. I feel like this relates to her passing over to the other side. So maybe she's happy that she's there. She don't have to struggle no more. She don't have to worry about, you know, surviving, because I know for a fact that she was struggling up there. I've been getting to see a lot of pictures over the years of how the Bronx looked, or from people describing it to me, and it was very messed up, crazy living situations up there in the Bronx. And I can just imagine how it looks now. It might be better to some extent, but I just know it was. I know seen some stuff, and I could just, yeah. So I believe she could be happy that she's passed over. She don't have to worry about the needs of the physical world anymore. But I wish she was there with me still. I wish she would have came back to live here in the city that all of my family and I live in now. Majority of my family live in now. I wish she was able to come back here and live here, because once I would have got to a certain age, or not even a certain age, I would have wanted to have a relationship with her. So then we got the star in reverse, and that is talking about despair, lack of hope, creativity block, focusing on the negative. That, I don't know. Where I say this focusing on the negative, I'm assuming because maybe where she was at, or because of what happened as far as her, how she passed away and not being able to still be here, not getting, better to a point where she could have moved back here to be with me and my sister. Even though my sister moved around and lived, a couple places from the time I was a kid till now. She wasn't always living in the city that we live in, which I don't hold that against her. But I did always wanted to keep my relationship going with her. I tried to this day. So I feel like my mom, birth mom, she might have been sad that she couldn't get herself together, to a point where she could have moved back here. Because I really feel like she should have been here, living here. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to really tell her what to do, but that's, if I could have had it back then and made some kind of difference in her life, I would have wanted her to move back here and figure it out. And so now we got the Three of Pentacles, and that's talking about, money by a person. And let's talk about adaptation, ease, priorities, teamwork, collaboration, skill, quality, craftsmanship. So maybe she felt like it was at a 3 because of the relationship she had between me and her, and then between me and my sister. It wasn't very, the best, because of what was going on. What was going on with her personally. And for her living up there in the Bronx, and we living here, where we live at, in the part of New York that we live at, she might have felt like she wasn't getting enough time with us, spending enough time with us, as far as her being our biological mother. It was something that she probably would have wanted to work on. Even though she gave her sister my mom, not my birth mom. She gave my mom, she gave her rights over to her for her to raise me. So that's probably where the collaboration part come in. They was teamwork, working together so that I could be better off for the most part, which I was. Then we got Four of Wands in reverse, and that talk about delays, debauchery, science. I don't know. I've never seen that word before. Transcends. Let me see if I could see what that means, because I have no clue. I've never seen that word before. I don't know if it's spelled right or not. Oh, here we go. So, sense, the quality or state of being transcend. Oh my God. So it's, yeah, transcend. So this is talking about transcend. Ooh, this is about to make me cry. So she's telling me that she went fast. She was already gone. Ooh. Oh Lord, why do I do this to myself? She's telling me that she was already gone when she passed away. I can't believe that came out like that. But I believe it now because I'm sitting up here crying. She's telling me that she went fast, basically. She didn't suffer. So, she might have already been passed on because of the smoke. She died in a fire in the Bronx. So basically, she died because of the smoke, like they were saying. And basically, the fire consumed her. Whew. So she didn't suffer, or she wasn't still alive when she was getting burnt up in the fire. She was already gone. So that's basically what that means. Yeah. Wow. Now we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. And that's talking about missed opportunity, miscommunication, and delay. And I definitely feel like she had missed opportunities to come back here to live with her kids. And it was not a lot of communication, because I don't feel like she probably came back here a few times, but not as enough as she probably wanted to, because like I said, she didn't have a job from what I was told. So I know what she was doing to get money, but I really don't want to get into that, because everybody, when you put certain stuff out for social media now, people try to take advantage of that and make fun of it, until it's actually something that they got to go through, and then they want you to have sympathy or be empathetic for them. But when somebody else is going through it and they want to make fun of it, it's okay for them to make fun of it. But until you have to go through it, or until you experience something of that nature close to that, then it becomes not funny anymore. So I don't want to really talk about that. So she was delayed. It's saying, so it said missed opportunity, miscommunication, and delay. So it was delayed action and trying to get back here, basically, to live with us, trying to get herself together before the fire happened. I feel like that's what she was trying to do, but it wasn't happening quick enough. And then I got the last card I got is Two of Cups. And that is upright. And that's talk about happiness, togetherness, positive relationships, love, and bonding. So maybe she do feel like we got a bond to a certain extent. Even though, you know, she know that she's not here. She do. I know she loved me. She's happy probably where she's at. Because like I said, she went fast with this card. The Four of Swords being in reverse. She's saying that she went quick. And she didn't have to suffer or whatever. And then we got the World card. And that was talking about like, you know, completing, or let me see again, fulfillment, harmony, integration, completion, travel, unity. So she, like, you know, basically with these with these two cards, she went fast, she was happy, she didn't have to like deal with any of the stuff, like I said, from the physical world. She didn't have to deal with none of that again. Well, she don't have to worry about any of that anymore. She probably was more at peace because, you know, she was dealing with her drug addiction and not being in care of taking up care of her kids like she, you know, she probably seen herself doing and wanted to do. But her dealing with her depression and drug addiction, that probably, like, yeah, it delayed her from being able to do that. So I feel like she's more at peace. I don't know if I want to do an outcome. I mean, because it's really, I don't feel like that's needed. So I just wanted to do this to see what cards was going to come out. Because, you know, I would love to go to a medium too, to see what would, like, if she would come through or whatever. I've been wanting that for the longest, like, oh my god, forever. I've been wanting a Pacific medium. Well, actually it's two of them now. Teresa Caputo. I watch her shows. I used to watch her shows on cable, like, all the time when I had cable, like when she first came out. And I do catch a lot of the recent ones now. So, and she's a medium. She's from Long Island. I would love for her to do a reading for me. And then the other one, she's a local medium here in Rochester. And I don't, okay. Her name is, it has my middle name in it, but I can't remember her last name. And I do follow her on Instagram. She's another option that I had since I started watching some of her stuff. Seeing her, she would be a second option that I would love. Either one of them as mediums, I would want them to give me a reading to see if she would come through from them. So this is closest to it somewhat, you know. And I'm really pleased at what came out, because it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's giving me a kind of idea. And it was, especially this Four of Wands in reverse, like, that was definitely that. And then the Two of Cups and the World card. And these probably was talking, the other ones is probably talking about more before she passed on. So more of how she was before she was feeling or whatever, or how she was dealing with, you know, her situation was before she passed on. And then these other ones is talking about more of after she's left, you know, the physical world. So I'm really proud of myself, and I guess pleased. I'm not gonna say I'm really happy, but I'm pleased at what came out. And I'm gonna end it like that. So, alright, bye.